So congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
But there's always a but. Critics and analysts here and around the world are saying, at what cost? Your hard turn right on the Palestinian issue, what you said about the Arab voters coming out in droves, they say are costing you support around the world.
Well, neither one is, the premises in your questions are wrong. I haven't changed my policy. I never retracted my speech in Bar-Ilan University 6 years ago, calling for a demilitarized Palestinian state that recognizes the Jewish state. What has changed is the reality. Abu Mazen, the Palestinian leader, refuses to recognize the Jewish state. He's made a pact with Hamas that calls for the destruction of the Jewish state. And every territory that is vacated today in the Middle East is taken up by Islamist forces. So
but they are saying
we want that to change so we can realize a vision of real, sustained peace. And I don't want a one-state solution. I want a sustainable, peaceful two-state solution. But for that, circumstances have to change.
But you were re-elected on a mandate. Certainly Israeli voters, your supporters, believe you were re-elected on a mandate against a two-state solution. That is the way the White House is interpreting. The White House says this is divisive. And it's so divisive that now the administration is saying that they will not stop the UN from conferring statehood. They will not block, or at least they're strongly considering not blocking, a vote for statehood for Palestinians.
Well, first of all, that state would become a terrorist state. Iran says that they will arm the West Bank the way they armed Gaza. We withdrew from Gaza. We got just a few months ago, not ancient history, but a few months ago, thousands of rockets, Andrea, on our heads. We don't want it to happen again. And I think the administration has said time and time again, the way to achieve peace is a negotiated solution. You can't impose peace. And in any case, if you want to get peace, you've got to get the Palestinian leadership to abandon their pact with Hamas and engage in genuine negotiations with Israel for an achievable peace. We also have to make sure that we don't have ISIS coming into that territory. It's only 24 miles away from our borders, thousands of miles away from yours. So we need the conditions of recognition of a Jewish state and real security in order to have a realistic two-state solution. And I was talking about what is achievable and what is not achievable. To make it achievable, then you have to have real negotiations with people who are committed to peace. It's time that we saw the pressure on the Palestinians to show that they are committed to.
Words have meaning. Tom Friedman wrote today, they must have been doing high fives in Tehran when they saw how low Bibi sank to win. What better way to isolate Israel globally and deflect attention from Iran's behavior? Joe Klein in Time magazine called it bigotry. Jeffrey Goldberg said that it would be calamitous, the way you talked about Arab voters and the way you talked about not going for a Palestinian state.
Well, I explained on the Palestinian state what it is we need. We need a demilitarized state that recognizes a Jewish state. But on Arab voters, I think it's important. Yeah. It's very, very important. First of all, I'm very proud to be the prime minister of all of Israel's citizens, Arabs and Jews alike.
That's not the way it sounded on election day.
If you hear what I said, you might reconsider what you just said and what you quoted. I'm very proud of the fact that Israel is the one country in a very broad radius in which Arabs have free and fair elections. That's sacrosanct. That will never change. I met a few days ago with the Arab supporters, many Arab supporters of Likud. I met them in the north of the country, and I said, look, I'm concerned with a massive foreign-funded effort, massive foreign money.
Foreign money, U.S. money?
Big NGOs that are coming in here with foreign money, and it's all over the place.
You said tens of millions of dollars.
Well, definitely millions, and I said it looks like maybe tens of millions of dollars that are coming into...
From America?
Among other places, foreign funders. That's important. But what has happened is that I said that they would try to get out votes for a specific party, an amalgamation of Islamists and other anti-Israel groups. And I said, when that happens, make sure we get out our vote. I wasn't trying to suppress a vote. I was trying to get something to counter a foreign-funded effort to get votes that are intended to topple my party. And I was calling on our voters to come out. And by the way, quite a few of them. We got quite a few Arab voters for the Likud, and I'm very proud of that.